spice latte. Despite me being a white girl and very basic, I'm actually not a huge fan of pumpkin spice lattes. I try them like every year. I try because I really like pumpkin flavored things. But I don't know, whenever I get a pumpkin spice latte, it's just not that great. And like, it's just, to me, it's not worth the calories, basically. So, I don't know. Sometimes I'll get like a pumpkin spice coffee and like brew it myself. There's one brand I tried and I can't remember the name. That's pretty good. So sometimes I'll do that. But yeah, I don't know. Pumpkin spice, not my thing. Well, I wanted to show you guys this. And it's not gonna like focus. See, where I can't really see it. But it's a clotter ring, and I ordered this on Amazon Prime. I got like the 2-day shipping, so it just came today. Because I'm so annoyed at myself. I had a clotter ring. It was not as blingy as this. It just had like just a plain like clear like gemstone on it. It's not like real or anything. You know, and it didn't. This one has like 2 bands. But I got it in Northern Ireland when I was there on a school trip, and so it was like sentimental value to me because it, you know, reminded me of my trip and everything. I lost it. I have no idea where it is, and I've been wanting to like wear it, but I don't know where it is. So I was like, well, let me buy this one, and hopefully it'll turn up because I bought another one. You know how that, like, sometimes that'll happen. So we'll see. I hope it comes up, it like turns up, because even if it does, I can just switch them out, because like I said, that one's a lot more understated and this one's like super like blingy. But I like it because it's like 2 separate rings that like stack, so you can kind of see there's like the actual clotter ring, and then there's this part, and it just says like green gems. It's supposed to, I think, like mimic like a wedding band, but this is obviously, they say it's sterling silver, but like that's obviously, it's not like a like expensive like ring that you would like use as a wedding ring, unless you're the kind of person that just wants like a really cheap wedding ring. I mean, because this was cheap. But that's like kind of what it's supposed to like mimic, but I don't really care about that. I just liked it because you're essentially getting like 2 rings, and I liked that it was green. Green's my favorite color. So yeah. Anyway, just thought I'd share that. Let me see if my tea is cooled down enough. I'm a really big baby when it comes to hot drinks. I can't drink it until it's like not lukewarm, but it has to be not hot. Okay, it's a good temperature. It's pretty good tea. Sorry, I don't like being around. It's not super like caramel flavored, but tea is never all that highly flavored, so, but it's good. This is also good, but I feel like it could be, it's a little dry, but I might try it warmed up at some point and see if that kind of helps it out. It's good though. In Great Britain, jack-o'-lanterns are traditionally made from turnips. Some of my fans from Great Britain will have to let me know if that's true. I'm sure you guys don't do it anymore, but like if you know, if like back in the day that really was what they made them from. The Halloween custom came to America through Irish immigrants, and since turnips weren't cheap stateside, Americans used pumpkins. Today, pumpkins are used worldwide to the disappointment of turnip farmers everywhere. Okay, number 3. The jack-o'-lantern tradition comes from another Celtic tale. Jack tricked the devil into paying for his drink, so the devil gave Jack a hellish ember, but crafty Jack placed the ember safely into a turnip, which he carved and carried with him so as to scare away any future hellish encounters. Let me eat some more cake. See, this is supposed to be salted caramel, and I did just get a hint of salt. So that's good. A lot of times I find that salted caramel flavored things, they miss the salt. Like when it's in drink form, usually. Food they usually get right, but yeah. Okay. Fact number 4. Pumpkin carving in bulk is a popular Guinness World Record. The proud Halloween enthusiasts of Highwood, Illinois took the record in 2011 with 30,919 simultaneously lit jack-o'-lanterns. They do that, not obviously to that extent, but they do like a pumpkin. They have like a display of a bunch of like carved jack-o'-lanterns and stuff in a town near where I work. I've actually never seen the display, but maybe I'll go this year. Number 5. Trick-or-treating has a short history. In 19th century Scotland and Ireland, there is some record of children traveling door to door, praying for souls, or performing for money or cakes on All Hallows Eve. However, the tradition is a short step from medieval practice of souling, in which beggars went door to door on October 31st to pray for souls in return for food. That's interesting. And now we go for candy. I loved Halloween as a kid. I still do, like I said, but I don't really do much for it anymore. But I do love it. And when I was a kid, it would be like me and my friends, we'd get together and we'd go out trick-or-treating. And we didn't live in the village, we lived like in the town, so we were like out in the country basically. But we had other friends that lived in the village. was really popular in America for kids to dress as hobos for Halloween. I think it was just because it was like a easy costume and it was relatively cheap and like let's see, when did they say that it became popular to go trick-or-treating? Yeah, like 19th century, and then it kind of came back up in like the 50s, but I know that they did it like during the 20s when my grandpa was a kid, the 20s and 30s, because he would tell me stories about it, and I was like, they would always dress up as like hobos. But it makes sense, it was the Depression, so like you could really go all out on a Halloween costume. Number 8. Candy makers are pretty happy about the whole candy thing. Apparently, Halloween is a $6 billion industry, which makes sense to me because you always buy candy, and all the like candy and snack companies, at least here in America, they go all out for Halloween. You know, they all do like special Halloween themed things, and a lot of times it's not even like a flavor. It's just like Oreos. You know, they have like a Halloween Oreo, and it's just orange grape filling. So they'll do stuff like that. Number 9. But with or without candy, everyone loves a Halloween party. Traditionally, a Halloween cake was baked with a thimble inside. Whoever got the thimble in their slice was to be unfortunate in love for the next year. I was thinking it was going to be like a king cake, where if you get the baby, then you have to host, or you have to like make the king's cake the next year. But no, that's a little darker. Unfortunate in love. Number 10. These days, most major cities see the tourism benefits of major Halloween events. Salem, Massachusetts, and New Orleans are the traditional hotspots for celebrating in the U.S. New Orleans holds the current world record for largest Halloween party with 17,777 costumed revelers at once. That's not surprising. I've never been to New Orleans, though. My mom used to live there before I was born, though. But I have been to Salem, Massachusetts, not during Halloween, but they're pretty much like Halloween year-round. It's a cool city, though. It really is. I like it. 11. But what if you aren't in America? Of course, you can find parties all over the UK, and the French have joined. The French village of Limoges, if I'm saying that correctly, attracted nearly 50,000 partiers last year. Several European countries celebrate a version of trick-or-treating on St. Martin's Day on November 11th. So guys, if you're not from the United States, please leave me a comment down below letting me know what you do for Halloween, if you do anything, and like what day you do it on. Do you do it poisoning except by parents. Yeah, I did hear there's, I guess there was an instance, and I don't remember what year this happened. I think it was like a while ago, but somebody put poison in his kid's Halloween candy, and I think it was because of like a life insurance policy or something sad like that. So, but yeah, apparently it's way less common than we are taught to believe that the candy might be poisoned or have a razor in it. But obviously it's good to kind of look at your kids' candy before they eat it, just to make sure nothing is sketchy. I got this mug from Think Geek, in case anyone was wondering. They probably still